Mr. Speaker, let's be honest about what's happening here, because this really is not that complicated, and the American people aren't stupid. This Republican bill does not fix the health care crisis facing this country. It doesn't even try. And instead, Republicans are going to raise costs, weaken coverage, and deliberately allow the Affordable Care Act tax credits to expire, knowing full well that millions of families will lose affordable coverage as a result. That outcome is not a side effect. It's the point. For more than a decade, Republicans have promised a better health care system, a replacement for the ACA, something, anything that would justify taking coverage away from people who need it. 10 years later, there is still no plan, no replacement, no solution. And why? Because they are totally fine with a system of the haves and have-nots. They want a system where those at the top have affordable care and everyone else is left in the dust. Republicans have controlled the House of Representatives for 3 long years, and during that time, the priorities of this majority have been crystal clear. When billionaires, CEOs, and corporate special interests need something, Republicans move with lightning speed. Tax breaks for the rich and powerful pass overnight. Loopholes appear out of nowhere. Regulations vanish into thin air while big oil, big tech, big banks and get whatever they want. Republicans have no problem handing out massive tax giveaways to donors who write big campaign checks, no problem padding the profits of greedy corporations, no problem voting to give the Pentagon $8 billion more than it even asked for without so much as a shrug. But when it comes to working people, when they need affordable health care, suddenly the story changes. Suddenly there is hand-wringing. Suddenly there is paralysis. Suddenly the money is gone. Suddenly America can't pay for it. My friends, if you're okay with that, we do not share the same values. If you think it's fine to give handouts to billionaires while stealing health care from regular people, we do not have the same moral compass. Because the bottom line is this country has a Republican Congress that works just fine for the rich and powerful while telling everybody else to tighten their belts. There is always money for giveaways to CEOs and corporate stock buybacks. There is always money for billionaire tax shelters. But when a working family needs help staying insured, Republicans say it's too expensive. So this is a question of our priorities as a nation. What makes this even more infuriating is that Democrats have already put forward a responsible and reasonable solution that would help stop this crisis in its tracks. We have 218 people who have signed this discharge petition. 4 Republicans signed this discharge petition, and I hope that they will vote to bring this same bill up today. And to the moderates who didn't get the opportunity to sign it, I say this. This is your chance to get on record and show your constituents that you're serious about getting this done. Imagine what that would mean. It would mean lower costs, stable coverage, a Congress that proves it still answers to working families instead of to the billionaire class. And instead, we get this GOP inaction and incompetence. Look, at the end of the day, health care coverage should not depend on how much money someone makes. We live in the richest country on earth. Health care should be a human right, available to every person in every community without exception. The United States remains the only major developed nation that does not guarantee health care for everyone. And that is not because we can't afford it. It is because powerful interests make too much money from the status quo. So, to any Republican who knows this bill is wrong, who understands what this will do back home, and who still believes in this institution, that this institution should work for the people it represents, this is the moment. Extend the tax credits, protect the coverage of your constituents, and stand with us to say that it is time for Congress to put patients ahead of profits and working families ahead of billionaires. I urge a no vote on this rule, and I yield back my time.
The gentleman yields.